Alright, so it's got a cool, I know I talked shit because they didn't give me a paper manual. I still want a paper manual too. You know, make it out of recycled something, I don't know. But I was also mainly triggered that I got an open box and the revision thing. I couldn't fucking figure that out easily. But their online manual is really cool, I gotta say. Best manual I've ever experienced. They even recommend Tech Jesus, Gamers Nexus, who obviously does a lot of fucking videos about, you know, I don't know, news, but also like how-to videos and advice about how to match components and all that kind of stuff. So they, you know, they recommend, obviously you don't want your pump higher than your radiator. That's just the simplest rule. Anything else you do, as long as the radiator is higher than the pump, no matter what else you do, 99% of the time you're okay. All right, there might be a couple weird finicky things here or there, but that's a recommendation of a lot of people. But Gamers Nexus really put it on the map with their video. So I'm definitely, you know, in a lucky position. In my case, this goes to the top, so I'm pretty much good to go on that. I've got my MX6 thermal paste. I'll use that. I didn't have to make the decision with the thermal grizzly one because I can't find it, and I would probably just make that something later on. I'll do some comparison tests. If I spread it right, I believe it's probably better than the MX6, etc. But I don't know what it is. Give me a link in the comments about like a tutorial about spreading the thermal paste, not about P size versus X's versus spread. No, I don't want that. Give me a tutorial how to spread it, okay? And not like, oh, just spread it, that's the best method. No, please, if you want to help me, I want a tutorial how to spread it, okay? I've done masonry work, I've done a little bit of bricklaying because I helped build a brick house when I was a teenager with my grandfather. I've done stuff like that. I've done tile, you know, I've done, but some of this thermal paste, it's like cream cheese. It doesn't fucking spread easily. Like, should I heat it up? Am I gonna fuck up if I just warm it up a little bit and then spread it because it's easier? I don't know. Send me a link. All right. So they go through all that. So we won't have to worry about that. I watched his video and, you know, other videos that supported the idea. So we don't have to worry about that. They're just saying that ideally if you have this layout where it's above you, you're good to go. You're golden. If for some reason you have a case where it's going to be at the front or because of your own airflow reasons, they're just saying make sure your pump is lower than the highest part of your radiator and you're good to go. And then, you know, if you want to worry about bubbling noises and stuff, then that would be you trying to reposition your hoses or your barbs or whatever. So that's all that is. Then the next part, they're just explaining that you can have different airflow orientations or directions. So stock, it's actually pushing the air out, whether you put it to the front or the top of your case. The fans are ready to push air out through the radiator, which means it will be passing the warm air from inside the case into your radiator, which is not a problem. It's really not a big deal. I think this you should only worry about this, like, just decide if you want positive pressure or negative pressure or even pressure. Most people say even or positive. So decide that first, and then that's how you determine if you want the air going out or coming in, depending on the rest of the fans in your case. Which I think Gamers Nexus or Jay's 2 Cent has some really good videos on that stuff. So, like, Google that shit. And then they take it off. I don't need to do that. I don't have a cooler. This is what we got to figure out, okay? So now it's telling us to mount these. So you get two things that look similar, but these with the the bolts here, the through bolts. That's the AMD stuff. So we don't need that. We'll put that with the bag of AMD things. These are the mounting brackets they're talking about here. So that has to go in here. And then they tell you here, looks like that's the back plate. Okay, we don't want to deal with that. So you see, as it comes in, you can see the lip of these is on the bottom side. So like this is smooth. This is the lip right there. So they're going to mount on, well, on like that. So now we got those. We just need the correct screws for that. I think it's these, because there's only two. They're saying screws, mounting clips times 2. I believe it's those right there. Let's just double check. Yeah, the rest of these are in like larger number sets. So keep that out of it. Put it in here. So yeah, coolest manual I've come across. I do like that idea. So I suppose if you're going to leave out paper manuals, like Arctic and Gigabyte, I would prefer animated ones. You go the extra mile. Like, you're going to go digital, do it. But don't give me a digital copy of a manual. I don't think that's fun at all. Fuck that. Put all this shit back in there. Alright, let's see. Guess we gotta scooch this back over here. So we're done figuring that shit out. Okay. So there's the 2 through holes that we put this. And we'll just keep an eye on the layout here. Now it claims there's like a thing that clamps down over them. I don't fucking see that. Are they just talking about the wires? Maybe that's just the wires right here. Like they're just saying like keep those out of the way. And then the wires? Is that what they're saying? Like that? I think that's what they're saying. Alright, whatever. It will screw in easily if you use the correct screw. Let me see. Yep, see? Feels like that's not the correct screw. Nope. Anything here with different threads? Dude, this is the kind of stuff that my brain can't handle. Like, oh wait, it works good on this side. Look at that. Easy. No problem. What the hell? So this side is fucked. Look at that. Oh, fuck. That screw, that bolt in there, it had fell. Oh, man. Maybe that's why it got returned. I don't know. I'm just talking shit now. Okay, put this side on first. Okay. Now that we found you out, you son of a bitch. See, that goes in easy. This side. So. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it stays in place for me to realign it with this bracket here. Put you there. Fuck, it fell again. It keeps falling. It's just... God damn it. Like, when you say it should be easy, yeah, I believe you. Should I not believe you? And then I would have just pressed through. And I wouldn't have looked like such an idiot. Alright, so then those, I guess, go across. That's fine. I don't understand why the lip's on this side, so I can cut these cables, these wires. Should I tape those? I don't know. Alright, so we did that. Now we do the back plate. Okay, so it's saying that the lip of the back plate, which is very, very subtle, or the whatever this is called, like, it's drop, up, drop. On this side it's up, drop. So that means this part is ever so slightly sunken, and it's saying you're going to take the bump part side, the middle being higher, and you're going to put those down on the screws here. Okay? Not the way that I would have assumed this would go on the back, is this part, and here's the motherboard. It's saying, no, you want these fucking screws. Where the hell are they? These screws. Mounting screws right there. There they are. There they are. See that? You see that? Those are going to come up through like that. Well, I'm going to find the fucking... Anyway, like that. That's how they're going to fit in there. And then is there a bit of a slide to it? Looks like there's a little bit of a slide maybe. Oh, no. No, you got to pick that ahead of time. Alright, so the 1700, it's showing me, if I would just read a little bit ahead, is the outside. So there's two positions it could be in. So you're going to put it to the outside position for 1700. Alright, we'll just turn it over like this. Make sure we get all these in first. Okay. Easy. Nope. So you'll see, if you got it right, you'll see some daylight on this side, on the inside. Okay. So all you need for that, your back plate and your back plate nuts. Okay, so now we need the, what are these? The rubber O-rings. So are they in here? Yep. Dos, tres, cuatro. These are washers. Okay. So those can slide away. We want these O-rings. Okay. And so they're just pointing out that they have to be flush all the way down, not sort of all the way down. So let's do that. I'm going to do these one at a time because they'll just bounce under the table or something and be gone. Let's see, outside here. There we go. So I press that in real good. So some of these are going to feel like you need to press them in real good. You want to make sure there's no daylight between the flat part of this nut and the back plate. Then once you do that, you can get the washer on and just make sure there's no daylight between it and the back plate either, because there's a lip there you need to pass. Okay, so we'll do that on each one. And we go to the next one and pressed in good. O-ring is next. It's like very, very expensive Legos. That's basically what I've gotten into. This hobby. Alright, so we put those all in. All the washers and the nuts are good. Okay, now we can lay it down. We'll double check the lip. Lip is up on the rubber O-ring side. That's the lip. Okay. Now, we then put which ones? These washers or the stickers? Which ones? Come on, please describe. Yes, they do. Look at that. They tell you. So you peel these off. Okay. This is for the back of the motherboard. You're going to stick those on. Alright, cool. Bring our motherboard over. Let's turn it over. Oh, no. What we got there? Static electricity. That's not good. No, actually, it's not. It's not static electricity. Alright. So what we got here? Dude, that is scary. That there's these little dots there, soldering points and or maybe micro SMDs or whatever the fuck they're called. Hope they're just soldering points. But catastrophic failure incoming, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so put these stickers, these 4 holes here. Wow. Jesus. You gotta fucking wind that up, huh? I mean, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. Did that pretty good. Okay. Okay, so I did those. Said the square one. It said it. Right there. Okay. Now apparently you can put the back plate with the cutout here towards the bottom. I mean, that's how they're describing it. You got your RAM on the side. You got your I/O on the left. The PCI slots are here, so that's down, which would be, this is down. So that means like that. And then we gotta, well, let's get these first. So we're ready to go. Which of these is the appropriate ones? So these, I don't think it belongs. These have the fat threaded on the bottom and the thinner threaded on the top. The ones they want us to use look like they're the same threadedness and, you know, thickness or whatever, bottom and top. So these are these. And yeah, they don't fit. So those probably for those xenon, excuse me, sockets maybe. That would be those, which means we'll be using these. Okay, so we have those ready to go as we put this in. Okay. Alright, so this is going to go this way. Cut out towards PCI slots. Okay. Alright, and you can see these line up right there. Okay. which means, I guess in some cases there might be like a thread here or something, or a bump maybe. Maybe that's why that cutout is there. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so this is the part where I kind of got this. This is not perfect sticker application there. Okay. Turn it this way so I can hold this. Lift it up. Try to attach it this way. Then you can do these. So first, you need to put these, I believe it's saying. Well, why didn't you? No. Hold the fuck on. Why didn't you tell me to do that first? Rather than get into a situation where I'm balancing this fucker. Really? Alright, we're taking this off. Alright, taking this off. I'm going to put the stickers first. Don't think I should have been told to do it the other way. It doesn't make any sense. Alright. Bad enough at putting these stickers on. They want me to do it like balancing the board or some other shit. I don't know. Let me see. That was a little off, but it's better than it would have been if I would have done it while holding the back plate. That's for sure. It's covering up some of the lettering. Boo-hoo! Well, the whole thing's going to get covered anyway. It's going a lot slower than I expected. Really expected to be done by now. With everything. Put that away. Now, get back to balancing it. Okay. So, once again, cut out towards the bottom. Let me just double check all the O-rings. Yeah, they're fine. Cut out towards the bottom. Flat surface is better. That is true. Damn. I've flipped this motherboard over so many goddamn times. Okay. Come on, get in there, bitch. What the hell? Alright, now. Turn, lift, hold. Oh, shit. Okay. Now we can do this shit. Alright, so one more look-see. I mean, this is the only other ones we have. Well, besides all this AMD shit. But, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and kind of put these in place. All four sides here. Now, did they explain to you how tight to do these? Hand tight or finger tight? I know it won't be tool tight. None of this should be tool tight, I'm pretty sure. They didn't really explain how tight. So, I mean, usually it's finger tight, so that's not a big deal. But sometimes maybe they have some kind of descriptor that says tighten until, you know, this becomes flush or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm just pressing on each corners, each part of the back plate that I'm turning that particular bolt. Try to make sure that we've hopefully got even contact. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you got all those in there. Back plate is on. Seems okay. That's all good, I guess. Maybe. Trying to make sure, because these are pretty much done. But then this sounded like it was still turning a little bit. Alright, so that's cool. So I think the next part will be flipping the fans, because this is already telling me I can mount, you know, obviously use thermal paste, and then I can mount the water block. So before that, I'll probably just switch up the gears here a little bit and go into flipping the fans. Well, should I double check inside the case? Yeah, I think I should double check in the case if there's like which spacing is going to be better. So anyway, I'm going to planet hoses that way. And therefore, when I flip these fans, I'm going to try to make the wiring on the backside. So just flip them as they are, because they're already kind of wired that way. That would be the back, just like that. So, all right, whatever. So flip the airflow of the fans, but keep the wires on the same side, basically. All right, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and flip the fans.